guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here. We are back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we shall be discussing Matthew Ryan, otherwise known as Matt Ryan, the quarterback of the team in Atlanta, that is the Atlanta Falcons. Now, what we're going to be talking about today when it comes to Matt Ryan, it's basically his whole entire career, the record that Atlanta has had since he's been the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, and whether or not his 14 seasons as an Atlanta Falcons has been good or has it been bad? Has he had more winning seasons or has he had more losing seasons as the Atlanta Falcons? Well, in terms of his total career stats, Matt Ryan has had 222 games for the Atlanta Falcons. He has a 65.5 completion percentage. So that is about a D. If that's on the gradient scale, that's about a D. So that's not really good when it comes to what was supposed to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. But you also gotta say this: there were some points where Matt Ryan didn't even have a number one wide receiver at point, so he really had nothing to deal with. If he had a number one receiver like during the times when he started out, and then during last year, I'm pretty sure his completion percentage would have been at least in the C's. It would probably have been a 70.1% or 70.2% or something like that, but it would have been better than that. He has 59,735 yards, he has 367 touchdowns, and he has 170 interceptions. That is the big number for me. 170 interceptions. That is not good. Matt Ryan has thrown way too many picks, and I gotta be honest, some of the games that I've watched, when it comes to Matt Ryan, he throws unnecessary picks that don't need to be thrown. But hey, that's a part of the NFL. You're gonna have those type of games where you don't need to throw these balls, but you still want to get the ball off, and then the ball's gonna eventually get picked, and that's the reason why Matt Ryan has so many picks in that. But in terms of his passer rating, in terms of being an overall quarterback, he has a 94.2 passer rating in his total career as the Atlanta Falcons, which is 14 seasons. This upcoming season, next season, would be his 15th season as the Atlanta Falcons quarterback. Now, has it been a good 14 years as Atlanta Falcons quarterback? Well, let's take it back and let's look at the years that Matt Ryan has been here in Atlanta since the start of the 2008 season. In the 2008 season, we finished second in the division in his first year with, I'm pretty sure that was our first year with Matt Ryan and our first year with Mike Smith at the time, and we went 11-5. The second season with Matt Ryan, we finished second in place. We went 9-7. The third season, we won the division. We won the division, went 13-3, and we made it to the divisional round in the playoffs. His fourth season, we finished second in the NFC South, finishing 10-6, making it to the wild card. His fifth season, we made it to the divisional round again, finishing 13-3, winning the NFC South. So in his first 5 seasons as an Atlanta Falcons player, we never finished worse than second. So, considering at the time that Matt Ryan was probably hyped up to be one of the best quarterbacks at that time, he lived through it for his first 5 years. He proved that he was one of the best for the first 5 years because he never put us in the spot where we were lower than second. Our first year of coming third was the next year in 2013, where we finished 4-12. That was kind of a disappointing season for Atlanta Falcons, considering we won the division the year before, but they eventually came back the next season, finishing third place again with a record of 6-10, so it's kind of an improvement. But this is really Matt Ryan's first 2 seasons having a losing season as the Atlanta Falcons quarterback. So that's something you gotta deal with, because if you're coming into the NFL and your first 5 seasons you never have a losing season, you're gonna be like, oh, I could probably keep this up. And then the first moment you get a losing season, that really hits you. And then the second season that you have a losing season, that really does something to your head, and you're just like, all right, I want to prove myself. And what did they do? What did Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons do? They came back, finished second, 8-8. Then in 2016, the year that every Falcons fan loves and hates, because we made the Super Bowl, winning our division, but 28-3. Yeah, the less we talk about that, the better, in my honest opinion. And then coming off the Super Bowl in 2017, we finished 3rd place in 10-6. Then 2018, 7-9. 2019, 7-9. This is Dan Quinn years, so I guess it's okay. I mean, I guess in his first year, Dan Quinn did really lead us to the Super Bowl, but that was really also Kyle Shanahan's offense, the way he was calling offense, the reason why Matt Ryan was performing so well. So Dan Quinn as a head coach compared to the calling the plays when it was coming to Kyle Shanahan, that's very much different. So that's the reason why I think that Matt Ryan didn't perform as well as he did when he had Kyle Shanahan as his offensive coordinator. And then, of course, we get to the 2020 season, the worst finish position Matt Ryan has had as Atlanta Falcons quarterback. 4th place, 4-12. And then, of course, this past season, 2021, finishing in 3rd place, finishing in 7-10. Kind of a disappointing season, but hey, you remember the last 2 times Matt Ryan has had 2 back-to-back seasons or even 3 back-to-back seasons, we've ended up finishing at least 2nd or 1st place. So I think that considering now that Tom Brady is going to be out as the Buccaneers quarterback, the Saints don't know on they're going to quarterback, I think the Falcons are going to have a legitimate chance to win the NFC South next year. Because who's going to be the next best quarterback compared to Matt Ryan? The Buccaneers are going to probably have a rookie. The Saints are going to be drafting the quarterback, and the Carolina Panthers have Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold's nowhere near the level of the Matt Ryan. So, yeah, I feel like Matt Ryan and Atlanta Falcons should be able to win the NFC South when it comes to next year. But looking at this, looking at his 14 seasons, Matt Ryan has had 8 winning seasons and 6 losing seasons, and 4 of those losing seasons have come in the past 4 seasons. So, really, besides these 4 past years with Dan Quinn, Matt Ryan has only had, really, 2 losing seasons as Atlanta Falcons quarterback. So, 8 winning seasons compared to 2 losing seasons as Atlanta Falcons quarterback when he had, like, a good offensive system. That's pretty good for Matt Ryan. So, in my terms of opinion, I've heard many people say that we should trade Matt Ryan. I don't really think it's going to happen because I feel like he's going to be at least here for another year. But in my honest opinion, I wouldn't trade Matt Ryan. I'd let him finish his career, or at least if we do let him go, bring him back so he can finish his career because he is a Falcon and he always will be a Falcon. And that's the reason why I believe in Matt Ryan. And my final decision when it comes to the Falcons trading Matt Ryan is saying I don't think the Falcons should trade Matt Ryan. I believe in Matt Ryan. I still believe in him. And I'll believe in him when it comes to the new season coming up in a couple months. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys all later with another video. Peace.